Hi guys, it's PanelHopper here again, and today I'm going to talk about X-Men Dark Phoenix. Now, I didn't go see X-Men Dark Phoenix when it was out in the cinema. I bought it last week on Blu-ray. And oh boy, that movie is really, really bad. Like I said, so when I reviewed Logan ages ago, having seen it in the cinema 2 years ago, I believe I remember saying that was a perfect end to the character of Wolverine and a perfect end to the X-Men franchise more generally, and I still believe that today. It's made all the more that idea of being the perfect end is made all the more bitter having seen how the franchise actually ends with X-Men Dark Phoenix. Now, what X-Men Dark Phoenix is, for those who don't know, is sorry, for what X-Men. I was just referring to my notes. What X-Men Dark Phoenix is, for those who don't know, is essentially just a remake of X-Men 3 with worse actors and no Hugh Jackman. It's really, compared to Logan, which had quite nice cinematography, and compared to a lot of other superhero movies from both sides of the big two, Aquaman, Infinity War, this just looks dull and flat. Like, the action scenes aren't very enjoyable. The costume, they have traditional X-Men costumes in it for a few scenes, but there's no suiting up moment. They don't look good. Jean, even when she's in Dark Phoenix mode, just wears a trench coat, which is probably less visually interesting than what Franklin Jensen wore in X-Men 3. Like, that's what this movie is in a nutshell to me. It's a worse version of X-Men 3, and I can't think of a worse way for this franchise to end. What a pathetic, damp, wet, limp way for this franchise to end, especially when, introducing this younger cast in X-Men First Class was meant to revitalise it, and it's just gone the way of X-Men 3, literally. This is just an X-Men 3 remake. And so I find myself in this unenviable position now where I'm inclined to celebrate Disney's impending monopoly of the world's media by saying, well, at least, the X-Men are coming back to the Marvel family. Because the thing I loved about the MCU the most was, as a kid, all I wanted was to see the shared Marvel universe of the comics replicated on screen, and that need started after the first X-Men movie came out, which came out when I was 10. And so 20 years on from the first X-Men movie, I have gotten closer to having the entire Marvel universe replicated on screen, but only because this movie was so terrible, and because Disney have now got a massive media monopoly. So the whole film, from start to finish, just makes me feel terrible. It's not good. If you haven't bought it, or you might have seen it already, you might have bought it already, though. Both those things are highly likely, but if you haven't done either of those things, just don't. It's just bad. And hopefully I'll be able to come back to you for a more positive video sooner rather than later. Okay, bye.